Hey guys, Joseph here. Today guys, we're doing another Joseph car video. Today's Joseph car video will be how to replace the front right crash sensor. It will be the same. If it's going to be the front left, it will be the same. You just undo the other side. It's very simple to replace the front crash sensor in a Saab 95. Very simple. All you have to do is remove one part of the grille. Simple. The two side part of the grille out. Crash sensor right in there. And I'll be doing the video in a couple of days. We'll get the part and I will show you how to install it. You might not have to replace the whole sensor. It could be simply just corrosion on the wire. And that'd be a simple fix. But in our case, the whole crash sensor's gone. Front crash sensor. We can still use the car while it's like it. We just have to drive carefully. Yeah, they can probably deploy still. You probably detect it from all the other sensors. Probably deploy them that way. Is the front right in the more to the centre, and that is where it is. Let's get to the car right now. Let's get over to the car right now. Right guys, with your crash sensor, right guys, if you're wondering what that is, that sensor is up on that ceiling, I'll point it to you guys. If you're wondering what this is up here. If you're wondering what that is guys, that's another alarm sensor. There's an alarm sensor in here guys. If you're wondering what that is, that's part of the alarm system. If you're wondering. Right guys, let's get back to where we were. When you buy your crash sensor, they look small, like this. Very tiny. It's a blue colour. That mine looks black to you. Do you have a torch anywhere? Right guys, if you're wondering, I'll show you guys that it's blue. See guys, it's blue. Yeah guys, it's a blue sensor. And right, here's the thing I was going to mention, the parts number. There's the part number. Them numbers. 5044888. That's the part number. Yours might be different, guys. Make sure the one you're buying has the matching part number. It might look the same, so that's why I'm mentioning this. It will look the same, but you need to make sure that number's the same, because if you don't, you can have some airbags going off. I'll show you some online right now. Right guys, we're on eBay looking at different crash sensors. My part number is 50 44 888. Make sure your part number matches the one you're buying. Like this one is 12 772 218 and mine's 50 44 888. See, they're different. Like this one is a matching one. It might be hard to find sometimes. It might take a while to find, but you'll find it in the end. Take a picture of your part number. Before purchasing one, check your part number. This works from 1997 to 2009. But in 2009, the dashboard will look a little different. It will. It's the facelift. But under the dash. But the only difference will be your crash sensor will have a different part number. So before purchasing your crash sensor, look at your one first and take a photo of your part number from the crash sensor out of your car, out of your Saab, before you go ahead and buy another one. Because you could be buying the wrong one, and that is not what you want. That is completely not what you want. It will lead into a disaster. It'll lead to a disaster. So let's head over to the repair right now. If you're wondering about the crash sensor, guys, if you're wondering, it don't work on both sides. But that crash sensor, it can work on any side of the car. So I just wanted to let you know that. I just forgot to mention that. That you don't have to search front right crash sensor. You can just search Saab 95 front crash sensor. Make sure the one on the right and the one on the left part numbers match. They will both have the same part number. As this video is going to be working on the Saab 95, replacing the crash sensor. Lift up the bonnet. Make sure you disconnect your negative timing before you start. All you need to disconnect it is just a screwdriver from the negative post. Make sure you've got a clean connection. That is good connection on the back. So make sure you have a good connection.
We started off by removing these clips, which were in this position in the top. These particular clips you have to lift up like that, and you just pull them out the hole.
Yeah.
And
they're not like rivets.
2, 3, 4. There's 5 of those, so you remove those. The next thing is to get a part of the front grille out. We need the left hand side out. This is the left hand front of the grille. You can see it fits in this hole. You need to remove these clips in order to get this part.
By the way, guys, the right one is blocked away with holes. It's going to be impossible to get that one out.
Right. Now this one, when you reach down, is very limited space to get in there. And when you do, release the bottom one. Push this clip in. Push that in like that. Pop it forward with your hand behind it. Reach down. Push that in. Push it forward, and the grille will slip out like that. Okay?
Yeah.
Now you need to get that out because the crash sensor that we want to get at is in that position there. There is one on the other side, but there's more in your way. As you can see, we've got an AC pipe coming from the condenser, which is very restricting to get to the clip on the other side. So if you do the one on this side, you may be able to, looking at it, you may be able to get your hand in there. I've just got a feeling you might have to remove more of the bumper clips to release it to get behind it.
So probably you're going to have to take the whole bumper off, guys.
Okay, but we're going to get back to the one that we're going to do at the moment. Now bear in mind, we've had the battery disconnected for an hour to make sure that we don't have any mishaps with airbags deploying while we're doing it, so very
Yeah.
important. Disconnect your battery for at least 20 minutes before you take this off. Okay,
Yeah,
now,
but guys,
we're going to go into it now, and we're just going to.
all you have to do, all you need to do is disconnect the negative terminal. Look, guys, you can tap it with a screwdriver. Check you have a good connection. Checks your connection.
Okay.
So what tool is that?
I'm using a 3/8 long 10mm socket. It seems just about right to fit in this hole. To undo these, no, just normal ratchet. This is to undo the two nuts that are going to hold the sensor on. As you can see, the sensor's in there, and we're going to undo that nut there and that nut there. And once we've done that, we can pull that out. We've got a replacement sensor. The replacement sensor of that is here.
I feel my memory's going to run out.
Okay, well, we're going to do this quick.
So, I'll be back once he's undone the two screws. Right, guys, we're back.
Okay, we're back. We're just releasing the two nuts that hold the crash sensor in place. And once we've released the crash sensor, it's easier to take the cable connector off of it rather than trying to do it in position, because it's awkward to get to the connector. There's one of the nuts that hold it in, which is
Rusty.
very small.
Now do the other one. Then lift off the wire.
The other one's a bit more tricky because it's further into the car.
So I'm going to pause until you've undone it. Until we've undone it, I mean. What are we doing, Dad?
Yeah, that's right. I've got a wiring harness in my way down there. Right, that's the other nut off. Right. Here's your sensor with the clip on. I've left the cable connector on because it was far easier to get the cable connector off. As you can see, well, you can manoeuvre this around to get your screwdriver underneath. Lift this clip off. Put it all the way out. To release your cable. There we are, that's it. We're released.
So when you put the wire,
Fits in there.
the other,
It's locked in. It's locked in with
the
this
negative
connector.
wire, the ground.
I think it's ground fed anyway.
Has it got a ground wire?
This goes back. This obviously goes back to the module inside the car. So let's
Out with the old, in with the new.
That's it. Right. We'll put that in there.
Get the ground wire.
It's not ground, it's a connector.
Do you not have a ground wire to it? Can you explain about the ground wire, Dad?
Well, these don't know quite what wires they are, but I would imagine these go back to a module. Well, there's actually two connectors in there. So obviously the two connectors make up some sort of circuit. I'm having trouble getting this one in.
You having a job getting it in? I'm going to pause until we've got
That's
it
it,
connected.
we're in.
I was going to pause that you got it connected.
Right, now we've got to bolt that back in. Simple job.
You have another wire you have to put in.
No, that's it, finished.
So there's only one connector.
We need to put these bolts in. Put the bolts back on. Or the nuts, I should say. Or if you're in America, the fasteners.
Yeah. See, doing the nuts. By the way, guys, if you're in America, they're called fasteners.
Okay, let's start with that one. Let's start this one.
So I'm going to pause until we've done up the wires. No, I mean until we do up the nuts, guys. I do apologise, guys. We're doing the nuts up, not wires. So I'm going to pause until we've done them up. I've done up.
Yep.
Now,
All done.
test the connection. Such as disconnecting. Have you done it? It's all secure. Check it's all secure. Get your cable. Connect it in.
We can use the same socket
There's the wire to do it
to
up.
tighten that up.
Yeah, you get the exact. You can use the same socket, guys, to do that up. Because you don't want that coming off while you're driving.
And that's it. All there is to do is to put the trim clips back in position. Pop the front of the
I'll just
front
show
part
you
of
how
the
to
grilling,
pop one in, I'll show it on camera.
and we're done. Simple job.
Okay, pop one connect.
But this might help someone with a 9.5 to tell them where the position of the front crash sensors are.
Or if you just find this informative, if you just find this an informative video, you might have fun watching it.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Hope you enjoyed it. Look, it's connected because look, guys, that light's flashing. Guys, when you connect the battery, make sure nobody's inside the car. So all you need to do is pop in the 5 clips. I'll show you how to pop in one. There you go.
Push the centre with it down.
So once we're done, we jump in there and start it. Guys, when we have it back together, we will take the car for a test drive on camera. Always best to take cars on for a test drive. I'll pause until we've done them all. Put in all the fasteners, I mean. Then I'll be back. I recommend, guys, you do start this on the rear seat in case airbags go off. Which I don't think they will, but in case. You don't quite know yet. So guys, jump in the rear seat in case could go wrong. We've switched on the ignition and let's start it. Is the moment good? Look guys, no warning lights. Revs up. There you go. Guys, make sure you click that grill back in before you go on for your test drive. Look guys, still no warning light. Let's just shut that red off. By the way, be aware, your clock will be wrong. To adjust the time, just hit that button to go up, that button to go down. To adjust the date, hold in set. You set the year. Set year, month, day. So there you go. I'm going to go and settle the date and time now. Right guys, we're going on for our test drive. We have had no bing bongs. I better just shut that light. I have no airbag light, so I was to shut off the light quickly. We're on to test run this car. That's where the light's going to come on.
Any bing bongs?
Don't yet. He means airbag light, by the way, guys.
When the airbag goes, it sounds like a front door, but it goes bing bong.
No lights. We are going en route. You guys, we've had no lights on yet. So far, guys, we've had no lights. If we were going to get an airbag light, it would have probably came on by now. It used to keep going on and off now and then. It used to come on and off. It did.
And the other interesting part is, as soon as it come, if you blew your horn, it went off.
Yeah.
What is it? Well, that's Saab for you.
But guys, if you're wondering where the SRS module is, it's under this centre console. It is about here, guys. Somewhere around here is the SRS module. There is a video all about that. I'll link it in the description below. That video will tell you all about the SRS system of this Saab, of Saab 95. It'll tell you all about the SRS system, where every module is and how it all works, how these safety restraints work. There'll be a video on all of that. Safety restraints in the seat belt. Still no airbag light, guys.
No, nothing yet, Joe.
But by the way, guys, every time we start this, we do have a battery light that comes on all the time. Every time we start this. But that's not a video about the battery, it's about SRS. So I didn't quite get that on camera there, Dad. Do it again, Dad. Dad. See, nothing. That means we've cured the problem. But guys, we're going to end off this video. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell and give this video a like.